Alright, are we back? We're back. Frickin' stream just... I don't know, said something about the stream key being frickin' rejected or some shit. I don't know. Thing just went kaput on me. Anyway, we're back here. We got a little might and constitution off of Kai Train with us. That was good. Alright, and we'll just keep going. I guess I'll have to open up DaVinci Resolve and edit that. Oh, goddamn.
Thoughts and whispers, we feel them rumble beneath the surface.
You don't say.
We smell conflict. Kith turn on kith. We do not understand.
People always fight over something. It's just a question of what.
They come on foreign ships. Exiles grafted from other trees.
That's a whole thing.
The salt clings to their hair. The scent of distant shores to their skin.
Most of them come for a better life.
New growth from dead wood. Why?
What does that mean? Start again.
A new season. Wipe the slate.
Right.
But the ground stirs. New roots seek to grow taller than the
My
old.
character's hair is clipping through his neck.
They bring banners, arrows, swords. What do they seek from us?
Nothing but thorns and fire. They? You mean they, dear? We have a right to be
The
here.
city shudders. Voices rise. Wolves fighting for territory. Is the instinct to conquer innate?
I'd like to think we're better than that, but life keeps proving me wrong.
Ivy spreads on the stone. A nature that cannot be tamed.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wait. We have forgotten something.
Oh,
A
boy.
memory we misplaced. We reach for it. It calls to us.
A memory? What kind?
A past. Theirs. Ours. The layers of the land. It whispers in the eastern wilds.
Oh boy.
This is all we know. We learn much. Sleep now. Dream of warm tides and purple leaves.
Yeah, sure. You know what? While we're doing this, let me see if I can switch back to mouse and keyboard. That connect my controller. Yeah. Alright, cool. Oh, he still wants to say something. Fucking whatever. Alright, cool. And of course, not scroll is swap. Oh, I passed? Passed something.
See?
Huh.
This isn't so bad. Your city smells like a tannery. I cannot escape it even here.
Yeah, but there's a breeze. When it really picks up, you hardly notice.
There is
Really?
also a dead man.
Okay, so that's not great, I will admit. But that's rare. I thought you could like it. You know, gave it a shot.
Okay. What's around here? Have I been here? I feel like I've been. Yes, yellow bit. Yeah, okay. Okay. And let me just give you a place to jump off. Oh, dead body. apparently. Fine, fine.
Something doesn't feel right here. Never has.
Strangle bug. Sword, skin bone. Huh. And I still can't go on the left side. So. Why am I locked to the right side?
Ready, aim.
Body. Oh, fine. Do I? No, do I? Actually, don't I have those? Yeah, that works too. Funny how that operates. Oh, here. Water and darkness. Is there a point to me being able to come down here? No. Come on. Body empty. Confiscates. Oh, drawbridge. Still want to know what the hell that thing is. Yeah. Brothers and sisters, my band start staying. Seriously, why can I not? Shit. Took you a bit. Fancy. Loot. Perfect. Okay. Cool. I guess that was it. Man, the doors are open for you and you can't. Actually. Ah, it does work like that. Nice. Multiple ways to get through that. That's always a good sign. So, minutes of action meant something. Like, what was the point of that? So I could burn or blast my way into the same area. Seems a little useless to me. Woo. Huh. Strangled Adragan.
Something happened here.
You don't say.
Birth. Voices. arms building a wall. The ruins sleep in the field now, the only proof they lived. How do we leave our mark upon the river of memory?
But it's a little bit of a. Why is it go? Fine. I am. We live on through the relationships
The
that we
trees
cultivate.
speak through their roots, a forest greater than its parts. We are not alone. This soothes us.
Just like a stranglehold. Envoy, you gotta tell me your secret. The Envoy blacked out for a moment, and now the Adra has flowers on it. Does that about sum it up?
Guys, I need to frickin' get this not to moderate the chat. Pops up in the frickin' screen. How do I... I need to... When... So non-moderator, where's the frick? Oops. Huh, that worked. There. Alright, cool. Back to it. Back to counting controller, I guess. That's what we got, did we? Kind of feel like we should. Did I get a power?
Here it comes.
Neat, but not particularly useful. At least in my instance. Oh, okay. So I assume that the whole interacting with the voice to the Adragan thing is supposed to be some way to influence it for the whole ending, right? That's what I imagine is going on. I assume there.
Can't believe we're stationed out here, so far from the city. Piss off the capital.
Merchant here.
Hail, friend. Oh. Truly? Then we're at one of my ancestors.
Ooh, Adragan. Just one? Take a ladder too. Lockpick. Need that. Goody. Huh. Interesting there's a whole section back here. There's a ladder right here. Well, plant. That's a little observation thing.
Would it kill the Claviger to send us some better food?
I think it
really
did.
couldn't have worded that any worse, you ass.
Huh? What are you talking about?
What do you seriously haven't heard?
Each their own. And
Envoy.
you need something? I was just leaving.
The eyes of Paradise are still upon you. Watch your step.
I thought I killed you all. You here for revenge?
If he wasn't thinking about it before, he sure is now.
Eagwolf allowed faith to blind him. We have learned from his mistake. My compatriots have observed your judgment. We have a message for you. We do not give second warnings. Consider this one carefully.
I'm just gonna kill you all. That's. I don't understand what you think. This is how you think this is gonna turn out. Also, my freaking Steam Deck is disconnected when I reset OBS. Let me see if I can get that going. Damn it. Alright, like that. Can I get connection? Hello? Hello? Shut down. And put Steam down. And reload. Come on. Got all day now. Alright. What's going on? I'll just keep moving.
Hold a moment. They tell me you're going to Emerald Stair. Business or pleasure?
Yes. Business. I'm looking at Dreamscourge.
Well, just remember to cover your mouth, sneeze into your elbow, and sleep with lavender under your pillow. Fair warning, Envoy. Before you showed up, Inquisitor Ludwig barged past me.
Can't imagine
She was
why.
looking none too pleased.
I'll watch out for her. Thanks for the warning.
Don't thank me. In fact, keep my name away from Ludwig's ears. Better if she doesn't know I exist. Anyway, I thought you should know Ludwig's on the prowl. Tread lightly.
So Ludwig's somewhere out there doing who knows what. Wonderful.
Hopefully, your handling of Egwolf brought us some grace with her.
You're cleared to pass, Envoy.
Huh. Interesting. Oh, there we go. It's coming up or not? Yeah. Fucking hell. There we go. Okay. Now I just need the thing to work. Which isn't, because of course. Responding? Cool. Do you accurately reflect what OBS is doing, please? Oh, and there we go. Took a second. There's that. Ooh, that. What did I just do? What did I do? Tap. Alright. Screen. Where? And away we go. Oh, it's a loading game. Cool.
Can't say I'm sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adirans moving in.
And Egwolf's death won't help matters.
Don't say. I couldn't let him go. Better he die by my hand than suffer torture or execution.
Either way, you're safer with him gone.
Agreed.
Regardless, the Steel Garrote will see this as an excuse to crack down. I get the feeling they've been looking for one.
Nah,
Steel
really?
Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Adragan soldiers.
They're often employed to hunt traitors and oathbreakers. They'll help bring order to that too.
They'll have their work cut out for them here. About half the people who come to the Living Lands are fugitives or exiles from something.
I don't like that Ludwig woman. She gives me the vrikas.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scolding she gave Hildgard.
Rika,
One's
huh?
tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift.
Feeling uneasy. She's healthy, even between hours.
Taking in the slack is one thing. They look ready to strangle each other with it.
Then it's a good thing we're getting out of this city.
Wait,
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend reviving you a second time.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend talk to you? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought me back from the dead.
To be
He
fair,
means
how
that
often
with
do
all
you
due
get to have
professional
that
respect,
opportunity to test
of
that?
course.
How do you
Most
know
people
this
try to
friend doesn't
minimize
mean us
the
any
chances.
harm?
I don't know that yet.
Well, maybe figure it out. We can't prepare for what we don't know is coming.
I'm
We're headed to
sorry,
Fior
how experienced are
Ivèrno
you
to
with...
see if the animancers know anything about the Dreamscourge, right? Maybe we'll learn something about your condition in the process.
That would be lovely.
Right, when it comes time to deal with animancers, you two are on your own.
I've always wanted to observe the work of animators up close.
Just mind how close you get. Their experiments don't always go as planned.
We just
They
had
could stand
that
around and
island
have
where there was a
scholarly
big
debates about souls
explosion
all they
crater where they were
want.
testing
Gives me a
teleportation.
great opportunity to take a nap.
I haven't been back in a while, but Fior is an interesting place.
So, was that Italian?
It was
Spanish?
founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valian duke and a handful of animancers who'd soured on politics in the republics.
Town full of nobles, scholars, and leeches. All surviving off the work of the farmers who grow food for the whole island.
We're not all useless bookworms, you know.
Right. You know, present company excluded. And all that.
I will shove a
Don't take it
fireball
personally.
down your throat.
Marius only does this with people he likes.
I'm sure.
I'd say something back at you, but I'm just not feeling it for some reason.
See what I mean?
What's this about Fior?
It turns out that academics are as ungovernable as the rest of us rabble.
Not
I
surprising.
don't understand what they're messing with. They can't tame the wilds with machinery.
They've
Sure
held
they
it at
can.
bay, until recently. Their ingenuity, or madness, or heresy, take your pick, has fed a lot of people in the Living Lands. But, rumor has it, some unnatural blight is destroying their crops.
Right when the Dreamscourge appears, the possible connection is trouble.
Hopefully there's nothing to that. But if there is, we'll find out soon enough. And, while we're in Emerald Stair, there's something I've been putting off. An old friend from my time in Thirdborn had a cabin out in the woods. Tama. He passed a while ago, but he left something for me that I never got around to picking up. But since we'll be in Emerald Stair anyway...
Gotcha. We'll go to the cabin.
You won't regret it. Emerald Stair's lovely this time of year. Even the Delimgon bloom.
No matter what I tell you, you keep picking flowers from things that want to kill you.
Hey, they love me. You just gotta ask nicely. Compliment their foliage.
I'm going to assume some kind of
Right.
living
Maybe
tree.
buy them a drink
or
before they
shrubbery.
choke you to death with vines.
Ah, dryads. Gotcha. This is exactly the kind of journey I was
Well,
hoping
you
for.
came to the right...
You and I have quite the advantage.
Let's get started.
I have two rules. No campfire songs and no hugs. That last one's non-negotiable.
I hear wiggle room on the singing.
Huh.
If we're done being ridiculous, We should get some rest. We'll be in Emerald Stair tomorrow.
Good to have you with us, Marius.
Right. Go to bed before you violate the hugging rule.
Is it just me, or does the night seem darker here?
What do you know about animals?
Not a whole lot, and I've been happy keeping it that way. Playing around with
That's
essence, poking at souls, trying to move them out of and into places they shouldn't be. Oh, it makes me queasy. Though, if we're going to understand the Dreamscourge and your godlike lineage, I suppose we'll have to get comfortable with it. Still, I'm happy.
Exactly.
I've never understood the opposition. Animancy allows us to better understand ourselves in the world.
True, but at what cost? There's a reason Animancy's failures are more famous than its successes. For every maniac it's cured, it's created dozens of corpses, or worse.
Yeah, but so
I've
is...
just always felt more comfortable with things I can see and grasp for myself.
I don't mind.
Then I guess it's better that you're the one with a connection to something in the beyond.
Good idea.
Nudge me if you hear anything in the woods.
Actions.
You feeling okay? Seems like you were
That's
having
a
a strange dream the other night. A cup of tea might help you sleep. Unless you need a nip of something stronger.
Yeah. Alright, I think that's about... Stop. Dodging target. Let's see what this jungle looks like now. That jungle.
Oh, would you be a dear and help with these spoilings? Please.
Looks like she could use our help.
Don't get too comfortable. More along the way.
Is that it?
Oh, fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
Okay.
Nice question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
Akita? Who's that?
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you?
Godless. Huh. Interesting. I carry books, not ladders.
Don't take that tone with me, darling. There's a beautiful vase right in those ruins that I cannot reach. And as sharp as my wits are, they are a poor substitute for a ladder.
Oh, I just think
But
not using.
perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned.
Thank you. What do you suggest?
There's a vase in this ruin that's too high for me to reach. Fetch it for me. I can pay you in skates if you do. The vase sits atop that tower beside us, in the ruins there. And once you've got it, look me up. Yaxley, wizard extraordinaire, godless expert, and a Balrog in the bedroom.
Oh, God.
You do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 faces that don't require going into some ancient ruins. No one listens to me.
I'm gonna be honest. I could probably just leave her and the whole promiscuous bullshit alone. But quests and experiences, quests and experiences.
Unseen, unheard.
Stop talking. Something's shooting.
But who's counting?
Yeah. Oh, obviously not me. And we have to first sign up. Highly is what they call it. Wild. Talent. Yeah, I see. I'm going to make the assumption that Highly is their goddess of the wilderness, some shit like that. Ooh, dead guy. Come on again. Yeah, I'm gonna look at this. Let's see. Let's see. Ah, good. So it's not just me. Can't access the left side rail, remember? No way to remap. Person's up here. Alright. Makes sense, I guess. Alright. Let's get back to it. In that case... Nightmare Stop the face. Dang.
One moment.
Cool.
Andra's titties, you found it! I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas. Thankfully you and your little friends came along and saved the day.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdude.
I may be small, but my magic is not, I assure you.
Oh, really? I bet you can't perform Archimede's dazzling lights.
Of course I can. Are you a wizard as well? Remarkable. An Adragan godlike wizard. You're nearly as fascinating as this godless vase.
Thank you.
But I'd best pack up. Thank you for...
Well, that's something I hope never happens again.
I've got a few inches to...
In fact, who put the vase up there in the first place?
Totally stole all her shit, by the way. I don't even need another Grimoire moments. I already got one. Really? Was that all? I feel weirdly, oh. Burn, says me. Cool, cool. Good, good. Cool. Farm.
Granted, I don't come here often, but when did it get this bad?
Neat. Animancy all over the place.
Right behind. Oh, more of this stuff. Has anyone figured out how to get rid of it?
Oh, that's fair. Miss.
One moment.
Bear claw? Bear claw. This makes you want a donut. Ew. Nasty. Not missing an arrow. Good.
I don't see what's the problem.
If you can't see it, I doubt I can explain it to you.
Tell me another solution that would be half as efficient as that.
Cool.
As if people weren't hungry enough.
Upgrade. Really good. And hey, farmer's market. What you got?
You're the first godlike to come through in... well, I can't remember how long. I hope that's a good sign.
It's definitely not a bad sign.
I'll take what I can get. If the gods don't bless us with a harvest soon, this market will be empty come winter.
Before that happens, I need to consult man.
Really? You know the gods don't exactly favor animancy.
I had to stop anyone in
Some
these
say
parts.
the old gods aren't here. Or maybe they just don't care for the living lands. If you need an animancer, you'll have to clear it with the governor. He lives in the big manor on the far side of town. Let me know if anything strikes your fancy. We don't have much, but the harvest hasn't bled us dry yet.
Yeah, she says. Let's see what she has. Ooh. Take that. Client slave, ancient tower. Oh. I should probably sign a lot of this. And unfortunately, I'm a pack rat. Yeah. Alright, we'll leave the rest of that. And we'll just keep in mind the farmer's market.
What do you mean that's all you've got? Last week you said there'd be grain.
I know what I said, but we only have so much to go around.
Are the animals starving as well? Or are they seeking
Yeah. Makes sense. Quest. Side quest! What you got?
Gods, what do I tell Sovia? What do I tell the children? It's not bad enough that their mother a little earlier and you'd have beaten the other bandits to my crops. But I guess that's on you, isn't it?
Why don't you tell me what you lost instead? So
I left the whole pile right here. Enough food, good food, safe food, to get us through the next few months. I went inside just for a moment. The bandits took everything. This was probably her last harvest. There's not a damn thing left to eat.
maybe I can find them. What they look like.
Like thieves. They had a few you know.
Is something else wrong with this?
What? No.
You said her last harvest, not ours. Is something wrong with your life?
Huh. Like sticking your nose in other people's business, do you?
If I can help, I'd like to.
Not you two. Gods. What do I have to lose? My wife. She's sick. Not a dream troll. Just sick. We've known for a while now. But treatment is expensive. There's not enough to go around. I thought if she could eat well for whatever time she had left, she'd be more comfortable. And now, it's gone. There. Are you happy?
Of course not. Now I really have to find this golden
Finally! Someone who cares about something other than themselves. When they ran away, I saw them following the river north. They're probably hiding up there, waiting to steal from someone else. You come back with my crops, and I'll give you whatever I can. You can't put a price on survival.
Sounds good to me. Spiderlings! Why? Oh, that's good.
Nothing like a win with a good team.
Huh. What is with that one building these days? What's the food say? You know, it's a long, big notice. Really not. I guess it's just that. Alright, let's see what this is. Nico?
Word of advice, give a wide berth to the governor's manor. Giatta's about to tear that poor man a new one.
Unfortunately, that's where I'm.
Well, I hope you have a stomach for profanity.
Huh. A woman shouting profanity at leadership? Reminds me of home.
She came storming up the hill with a wheelbarrow full of spoiled crops. Then the shouting started.
Animancers fighting? This I have to see.
This isn't the first time Giatta's put the governor in his place, but it might be the last.
Maybe she can help me. I'm looking to consult with the Animancer.
You could do a lot worse than Giatta, but she can be a bit confrontational.
Oh no.
The governor's manor is on the far side of town. You can't miss it. Just follow the sound of foul language.
Yeah, okay.
I was hoping to learn some local curses.
Looking forward to seeing what it looks like when Animancers fight.
Wodica, Burn Queen, Strangler, Find Queen of Wolves, Justice Law, Promise Rulership, Finish, Memory, Hierarchies.
The Emperor's Envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way.
And to whom am I speaking?
Captain Alfair of the Steel Garrote.
Ah, well.
If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy.
Metaphysically speaking, it's unlikely that Animancers are causing this plague.
While they theorize and do nothing, the sickness spreads. But worry not, Envoy. The Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adiran interests when the time comes.
What are you talking about?
We all have our part to play, Envoy.
Oh, great.
Until later.
Scheming that I'm not involved in.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
Not really. Just sarcasm. Actually, no. Cursing of itself, I would say. Ooh, mountains. Earthblood.
Oh, those poor souls. Please bring them peace, Saimiko. Becoming part of a blight is not a fate I would wish upon my worst enemy.
Ah, so we're getting some sort of compound spirit thing. The Trantons.
Oh, the Trantons. A bunch of buttsols, if you ask me. But they are dangerous, I'll admit. Watch yourself out there.
Whoops. Old Nuna Bear.
Be careful with old Nuna. I have a theory that her longevity and hardiness are due to an inordinate suffusion of essence.
You don't say. Delmgan.
Ah, those Delamgan. They're not evil, it is just in their nature to push back against the expansion of civilization. Still, survival of the fittest and all that, ne?
Zorix. With Dispatch. Cool.
Can I interest you? Welcome to...
Oh my god. Exceptional stuff. Oh, and we got a wand. Charged missile. Oh, it's basically, it's literally just... Keep that in mind.
Oh, these will be so very useful back home.
Genuine healing, please. Cure us all of them.
Oh,
Mastana
you
Bana.
startled me.
Follow if I...
This old woman can get lost in prayer from time to time. You must be the Adiran envoy I've been hearing about. Apologies for any hardships you may have experienced getting here. The failing crops, the strange beasts, and even the Dreamscourge are all the result of our neglect of the dead.
That's interesting. What? No apologies.
That's a lot of blame on people who can't defend themselves.
The dead of Fior expect certain rituals to be carried out.
Yeah.
I have failed to perform those rituals, and now the spirits are angry.
Are you referring to the old Valian custom of offering fresh food to the recently dead?
That's exactly it. Well done. I have always observed it, and I brought it with me when I came to Fior. Our recent dead require a final meal to ease their passage from life. Without it, they can't rejoin the cycle.
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal, and you want to waste food on the dead?
I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave it at the graves. The dead will take it from there.
Flesh and bone. They bring the fruit to those who cannot eat. What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
I believe this ritual is carried out more for the grieving survivors than for the spirits of the dead.
The ritual heals all. The spirits get one more taste of life, and the living get to offer one last gift to the dead.
Did you steal this food from town larders?
I did, yes. With things the way they are, there was no other way to get what I need for the ritual. If I didn't think this was important, I wouldn't have taken the food. But this ritual is the key to everything. I know Elena would understand how important it is to pay tribute to the dead.
Feeding the living should not be the needs of the dead.
But this does help the living. By appeasing the dead, we end the dangers their anger caused. The crops will grow again. The Dreamscourge will end. All will be well once more.
What do you need us to do?
You must take these offerings of food and place them at 3 grave sites where the recently dead lay. The first offering goes to a cliffside grave on the southern coast.
Whose bodies rest there?
Loggers from the old days. They sacrificed themselves to make the land habitable and lost their lives to creatures of the untamed forest. The second offering goes to a grave in the swamp, far to the west from here.
Great. Just... Third?
The final offering should be taken to the truffle farm east of Fior. Their family lost their lives to the encroaching wilds.
Maybe this will help you find
That
some
is
peace
the
as well.
least of my worries. But yes, bringing closure to the recent dead will finally allow me a good night's sleep. I can't thank you enough for helping to ease the conscience of an old lady. Please, return when the rituals are complete.
Speak to the grain merchant about the stolen food. Yes, sir. Oh, actually, first off, let's just speak.
Giatta, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dreamscourge is laying waste to our home.
There is no Dreamscourge in Emerald Stair.
The land begs to differ, and I can prove it.
We can discuss this in private.
We are discussing it now. How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dreamscourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike?
Indeed. King serves.
Charmed. Forgive me for staring. It's just
We don't see many of your kind anymore.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
Excuse? No, I'm not done. Private discussion. You're arguing in the middle of town.
We have Giatta to thank for that.
As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dreamscourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now, our farms.
That's why I'm here. Perhaps an animancer can help me stop it.
Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
I like her already.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dreamscourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust Animancy as his father did.
I thought animancers lived that bold experimentation.
They do. And that's the kind of reckless behavior I'm trying to avoid.
Reckless is all we have time for. Before we can deal with the Dreamscourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Once again, bureaucracy stands in the way of getting things done.
I'm just trying to stop Giatta from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark.
She's the one taking all the risks here.
You must be unfamiliar with Animancy. There's always collateral damage. Are you going to tell him about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
Good.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dreamscourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart.
If we worked together, I wouldn't stand between you and your ambitions.
Really? Unexpected from an Adragan. But how could I refuse an offer like that? Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Giatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Ivèrno.
Whoa, you're banishing her for that?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast.
Let's go.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Ivèrno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
Sure. Fun times. Fun times.
Another mouth to feed. Maybe we'll need to let Kai hunt more after all.
Come on. My invention is guaranteed to enlarge your essence.
Why does that sound like you?
Spirits are truly wonderful. Powerful.
self-aware and reach within sight.
If you're looking, we have only two. Indeed. Animancy. Anxiety. This tip.
Maybe that's why Animancy is so unreliable. Everyone's fatigued.
Imagine what we could accomplish if more Animancers took a little time to focus on themselves. Now, will there be anything else?
Some tea, please.
Regrettably, we are out of tea. My stockpile is exhausted, and the harvest has not kept up with demand.
You don't
we
say.
Have other goods for sale?
Let's take a look at what you have. Ooh, treasure map. Fish, some rice. Coat in your pocket. Sounds good to me. Jeez.
I have been thinking about the moon.
No.
There is
Armory?
I had one job. One.
Oh,
look out for her, Fidelio.
Another troubled Fiorian? Is everyone in the city miserable?
Not everyone has the ranger captain breathing down their neck.
That does sound.
I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate.
You're not going to solve anything staring into that bottle.
You don't have many friends, do you?
Nope.
Gods. Guess I don't have much in the way of manners either. I'm Fidelio, Lieutenant Fidelio Sarat. I lead one of our ranger outfits. At least, for now, that is.
For now? That sounds ominous.
We were helping with the recovery effort until we hit a snag. My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds.
Right.
I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. They're still not here.
3 days is a little late to start looking for them.
If you met them, you'd understand. They're so besotted, it's a wonder they report at all.
Ah.
Belena and Adelaro were my most promising recruits.
Gotcha.
Now,
gotcha.
all they do is sneak off to...
Dip the pen in the inkwell?
I wouldn't have put it that way, but all right.
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits running off with each other? Oh man, this brings me back.
Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually, but they haven't this time. They're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and I...
You don't have to explain yourself. I'd be worried about my charges too.
The last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol the northern riverbed.
Oh boy.
If you go that way, please, keep an eye out for them. I'm losing my mind in here.
Two young Nemdutin wandering out by a river. Consider them found. What do you drink, good like?
Alright, this is a bar.
The crops are ruined.
This plant.
That did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up this house. Maybe break a window or two.
Bold. Little rowdy.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giatta, some manners, if you please.
I thought she was being polite.
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego.
And why didn't anyone speak up with you?
Because they're cowards. To them, I'm just a cautionary tale. A fallen animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior, Miss Ivèrno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
I'm sorry about your exile, Giatta.
So am I. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. On my terms. The Dreamscourge has been a thorn in my side for too long.
How so?
I have plans for this island, and they don't involve
That
the
sounds a little
Dreamscourge.
ominous.
But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Imperial Envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers.
I've worked with animancers before, from a safe distance.
It's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. Our first order of business is the Dreamscourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days.
As people keep reminding me.
Sorry. I only bring it up because Animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... I don't even know. I just realized this is the end. I have to leave your Miss Ivèrno. Forever.
Nothing ends. Think of it as a new beginning with new friends.
Some people don't find out who they really are until they leave home.
You'll be alright. My advice, find a good tavern and learn how to prepare a squirrel over an open flame.
Funny.
Maybe if I focus on what I have gained, I can learn to accept everything I've lost. When it comes to the Dreamscourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast.
Quite a surprise. So, it's a professional consultation we're after. I can handle that.
Glad to hear it. Your education should come in handy.
I love playing the smart
Monto
ass.
Pastor is in the workshop due
In
west.
many
He's
definitions
got
of
an
the term.
invention that can help us.
Does he
Elia
now?
Rossell is an authority on the undead.
Wait, what
Her
is that?
methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fior. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name, and they'll tell you what they know about the Dreamscourge.
So, what's your theory on the Dreamscourge anyway?
I'd rather not speculate.
Alright.
We're about...
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial Envoy, research assistant.
Best achievement.
Who knew?
Ecology of Living Lands by Arthur Estelle. Prototype. That's the stuff. Montoelia and Yvette and Remy.
Careful, or we'll get thrown out of the pub. We're all ready.
Oh, this looks like it could be the...
Welcome. Well, I was not expecting such an esteemed...
Oh, good lord, he's got exceptional stuff too. Lodestone. Mace. Oh, you got Adra. Shit. Alright. Time to go kill some shit. You know, among other things. Talon, sorry.
Founded machine.
Pastor.
Oh,
I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop.
Giatta and I are investigating the Dreamscourge.
Giatta. What a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked.
Maybe I can help you fix it?
Ha! A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source.
A battery of grimoires?
Grimoires can hold intense power, but not for long. Besides, grimoires require a wizard to draw in essence. It's too dangerous at this scale. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragan recently died in a western grove.
Adragan, ancient being, spiritually bound magically. I suppose that it's a dragon, is it?
Indeed. But that well is almost dry. I need more.
The risk of stating the obvious, we're standing in front of a massive object.
An Adragan's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgan queen holds court there.
Great.
You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgan in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragan had died. Still, Delamgan queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards.
I'll see what I can
do. Be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
He does say.
Well, let's go. That Adragan's heart isn't gonna yank itself out.
No good. Xamital Plains, full span north of the Red Saris and eastern reach. Population centralized by nomadic tribes, by horses, and Mongols. Gotcha. That's 800 meters that way.
Envoy, over here.
Yeah?
Good. You finally showed. The name's Keeled.
Can't be late for something I haven't been invited to.
Hilgard sent me to Emerald Stair to keep an eye on this place. I had orders to make contact as soon as you arrived.
Huh,
I won't talk long. He only wants me to let you know I'm here. If you need to get word to the ambassador, I'm your man.
Why all the cloak and dagger? Does Fior have a problem with the Adirans being sent here?
No, they're fine. It's Ludwig's nightmare squad I'm worried about.
I
don't want to draw their attention.
Doing a little weirdness.
I think they're up to something.
Huh. Oh, neck is... Aren't they always?
I suppose. But this seems worse than normal. I think the scale of their operation is dangerous.
Next time you see someone from Castile Road, find out where they're based.
All right. Exactly how?
I just want to know what they are. I'll take it from there.
Understood. Until later, Envoy.
Farm zeros. Alright, we're heading north first. Dwarves I can deal with. Indeed.
One moment. Did you hear that? Never mind.
I'm curious. What did you hear, buddy? Just the... Good. So that's the place. Good?
Oh, no, you don't.
Is that all?
Take a moment, people.
Nudge Cafe. Sports. Sports.
Keep your eyes peeled, Envoy.
Careful where you step. Might be a twig, might be a snake.
Alright, taken. Well, I don't really mind steaks myself.
Keep quiet.
Hold.
get me some tail here. Move along. It would be nice if they had other tail. Just, you know. Oh, there's something up there. Oh? Oh, there's a corpse over there. I wonder. Ah. Oh, that sucks, buddy. Stairs back here? Yes, there. Spoiled food. Use that trash. Backpack here. Anti-skates. Fun. Can I get up here? Not easily. Nope. Okay, cool. Cheesing. There we are. Hoppa. Keep wondering about vessels. When those show up. What is the vessel? Something to do with Animancy or the Dreamscourge or something. I don't know if I can figure out what it is. Ah, what's the war chief doing dead back there? It's a little strange. Little sus, you'd say. Oh, well. What's this all about? Sacrificial
This is
back.
definitely part of some bigger thing we shouldn't mess with. So let's go find the rest of it.
The quiet slave has judged these lands and found them barren. We will not farm that which has no life. The harvest will fail with or without us. When death finds you, remember that you did not heed the warning of Skane. Question on pronunciation of that. Wait, so did the cult kill these guys, the people in the village, and then the dwarves came in after? Kind of feels like that's what's going on here. Kinda. Here you go.
One moment.
Oh, we got a thing. Two. Okay. More Zord, probably. Lockbox. Gotcha. Cool.
Quiet, Nimdude.
Let's go. On your left. Let's see what you got. Well done.
Really? Cool. Alright. What do we got? Dead body here. Eggplant. Never having a fake plant. Formed. Not really fond of it myself, but whatever. The lady's asked for. Another dead body. Did I kill that one? I might have killed that one. I don't remember. Lockpick. Take it. Yeah. Oh, this looks great. Just wonderful. Yeah. Oh, that'll be fun. Ooh, fine round shield.
If you're looking for spiders, you'll find them up ahead.
Good fun, that. That's not spider.
Show me what you got.
Oh, fine.
He's outside. Eon seek.
Yeah. Oh, fuck me. Okay. That took a while. Fragment of Starman.
I've seen metal like that. Usually a very high price tag at a blacksmith.
Oh, hey, waking up. Good stuff. Good stuff. Body over here somewhere? Oh, poor bastard. We'll take it. Moving on. Oh, they just killed a lot of people out here, didn't they?
One moment.
Anything? Huh. Right then. Oh, major headquarters. Animancy. Earth blight. Transmits. Art. Cabin. Atlanta. Grave sites. Shit. Let's go. Discuss. Good there. laws, try to build the power of colonization. Time will tell if the Empire expands or retracts, thrives or dies.
Listen, if you need food, you're going to have to get in line like everyone else.
You should know, Elder Asana stole food from the larders.
I had noticed food missing, but I hoped it was rats. I would normally let this sort of thing slide, but right now, every piece of food missing is a person who goes hungry.
I got the stolen food back from Rosanna.
Ah, thank you. Look, I'm happy to have this back, but I have to imagine Rosanna had a reason for taking this stuff.
She wanted to use it in a ritual to assuage the dead.
I should have known. My family shares the same beliefs. It's just feed the people, then worry about the dead. I don't hold this against her. Rosanna truly has Fior's best interests at heart, even if her priorities are out of order.
You don't say.
Thank you for returning the food. It's a small thing, but it's a big deal to us.
The people needed this food more than the dead do. You made the right choice.
Indeed. No, that's good. So the other... What is that? That'll be... which is Elia. Martel? Should be dead.
Those are no ordinary farmhands.
Ah, necromancy. Lovely! I love it.
A godlike in Emerald Stair. Well, well, maybe our luck's improving. I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day.
Fun. You mean that rotting cadaver?
Try and use their names, if you don't mind. It builds their confidence.
That does it?
As you can see, this is my reanimated corpse farm.
I think I've seen something like this on Space Battles.
Other corpses?
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead.
Yeah, I've literally seen someone talk about this in like various fantasy setting stories and quests. You're using the undead for labor.
What am I supposed to do? Just let them decompose?
That's true what people
Reanimated
do.
corpses are the future of manual labor. Cost-effective, low maintenance, and very friendly.
Are they?
Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem, if you can believe it. Would you be a dear and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything that doesn't belong.
Sure.
That's the spirit. If Beatrice ate something that disagreed with her,
wait,
the
do the
least I can
undead
do is
need
keep
to
it from
eat?
spreading to the rest of the flock.
That's...
Make sure you wash your hands after this.
Huh. It's like cleaning a deer carcass. If it was rotting and smelled like Kai after his morning run.
Ow.
I saw you
Looks like Beatrice ate some spoiled crops.
So the blight got into my revenant and interfered with her raising. That confirms one of my theories. Not only is the Dreamscourge affecting our farms, it's disrupting Animancy, unraveling our work.
Sounds about right.
Sounds like I have more research ahead of me. But at least now I have a sense of direction. Thank you for getting your hands dirty on my behalf, godlike. You're a natural.
Giatta wants your opinion on the Dreamscourge.
Giatta Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor. I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions.
Does anyone?
I have to ask. Is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town?
Banished was the word he used. Probably make it sound official.
That's our governor for you. Self-righteous even in his own ignorance. Very good. I'll tell you what I know about the Dreamscourge.
I just stuck my hand into a corpse.
I need some help around the farm. I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much.
Mine is dead. Hunger flash. Best spell.
They can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo.
Let me guess. Silvo isn't the cow on built.
Silvo is one of my revenants. My oldest, my favorite, and the pride of my flock.
Favorite?
Someone needs to put the poor fellow out to pasture. And I just don't have the heart to do it myself.
Well, it's already dead. That's the hard part done right there.
When a revenant goes bad, there's only one option. Final death. And poor Silvo still
I want to know exactly what counts for going bad. Where do all these corpses come from anyways?
Outsiders and travelers down on their luck. You'd be surprised how many people want to sell their bodies to Animancy.
I feel like I
would
would
will
be.
about mercenary and military life. At least your obligations end at death.
Anyone else see a downside to giving monetary value to corpses?
This is a good forever home for the undead. Better than some crypt, anyway. But
Forever
sometimes
home.
we have bad days.
Must be hard on you losing a revenant.
It never gets any easier. First, you mourn the loss of life, and then you mourn the loss of death.
I'll take care of Silvo and make it quick.
Thank you for understanding. You can find Silvo in the barn. He's blocked the door somehow, but the window should be open. Just be gentle with him. He's a good boy.
I anticipate Silvo giving me a lot of trouble.
We're killing a revenant then. She just couldn't come out and say that?
And this is why I don't take pets.
You take lead.
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go. Great, this bard. Okay, you said window. What exactly do you mean? Like, where am I going? I have to go around back here. Yes, I do. Parkour! Oh, hey, some power.
Here we go. Then raw.
That's great.
My shoulder.
That's great. What's that berry?
One moment.
Lovely to know that all of the various doors use the same kind of bar setting. Yeah. Is Elia? Was it?
My farmhand.
I dealt with Silvo.
Poor Silvo. He was a bright, young revenant, but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace.
Are you going to be alright?
I'll be fine. I've lost so many revenants over the years, and I'm always such a wreck afterward. So, the Dreamscourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dreamscourge. They have a common ancestor. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen.
We need to find the source of the difference if there's any hope of stopping it.
But how to find something so well hidden? Can something so metaphysical even be found? Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no coincidence. You are meant to be here. Toward what end, only you can say.
Fast. I'm sure Giatta will be interested to hear this.
Well, I'm happy to give her some good news for a change. You and Giatta are going to shake things up. As for me, I'll be keeping a close eye on my flock.
Oh, and thank you for the nightmare fuel. I really have been sleeping entirely too well lately.
I'm wondering why people find this place unsettling.
Good old terraced farming. And docked here. Kind of a mess, but you do. It's twins, right? Why is there a spider in that chest?
The great mystery is, are godlike blessed or cursed? The gods are silent on this question.
I feel like the gods are silent a lot of things.
Anything else is speculation.
I hate speculation. I want answers.
Remy, look what I found. A genuine godlike.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend?
And I want to throw it in the ocean. You do realize I understand you perfectly.
Remy, take a note. Fluent speech and upright posture show marks of sophistication in the endangered godlike.
I feel like they should sound British.
We heard that Giatta partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
Giatta wants me to learn about the Dreamscourge.
I suppose we owe her a favor. Or two.
Giatta must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we adore your kind. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giatta needs to finish her research. Deal?
Let's get this over with.
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next time you go around the wheel, you might not get so lucky.
I don't mind blending into a crowd for you. Yeah.
Tired of being remarkable? Interesting.
My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us?
I wasn't born to be your savior.
Weren't you?
No.
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. How do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone?
Hopefully people remember me in the ways I've touched their lives.
Very optimistic, aren't we?
I'm going to leave your house a crater.
Thank you for that brilliant insight, godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giatta
This
wants
is
to know all about the
the
Dreamscourge,
wisdom
yes?
as a dump stat.
Such
And
has been her
people.
research of late. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Some good news, please, for the love of the gods.
The Dreamscourge is proof that an unprecedented metaphysical disaster can take place at any time.
I feel like that's kind of inherent in the idea of the word unprecedented.
How's that good news?
Giatta will be interested to learn that the Dreamscourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild,
really?
so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dreamscourge, a pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
But, of course, we'll be able to learn about the Dreamscourge through the essence contained in Adra.
Precisely. A godlike and a scholar, too. Incredible.
Indeed. Just as Adra channels essence, so too may it provide a key to discovering more about the Dreamscourge.
Not that we'd ever be interested in such research, of course. How droll.
One more question. What do I do about the entity tethered to my soul?
An entity, you say? If this entity is your patron, that's all perfectly natural. But if it's something else, with enough essence and a capable animancer, perhaps you could trace this tether back to its source.
Right, and with a little fresh soccer, you can follow an ogre back to its lair. Still wouldn't recommend it.
Just be careful that your tether doesn't snap back and kill you in the process.
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time.
I have some worries about
Farewell.
how you're going to try and study that.
Hurry, before they change their minds.
Ugh, I might have dozed off there for a bit. Were any of those words the ones we needed?
Yeah, pretty much. What's next? Yeah, that's birth, Wademan. That's starting. Yeah, because they don't want to. Because all the Pillars of Party games have like multiple endings like that. And they won't.
At all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the living lands. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Indeed.
In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point.
Ivèrno?
I see. Then... Perfetto.
Great.
Arling. Web.
Why is this? Give me. Adra. Slave each time pray, worship its more not, speak plot, damn hollow, abuse stage, third service dance, wall, beat stark and umbral. Skills. Fun. that one? That's the Rangers. Oh, wait. Yes, please. Golden's Woods uses currency in the Valiant Republics. 4 minutes on the cardinal map uses badges by cards of the Principius and Catrera. Interesting. Alright, cool.
Listen, Kai, I need you to stalk like a cat, not stomp around like a Balrog.
My training was a lot bigger on stomping than stalking, unfortunately.
So
right, and I got cooking lessons in Solace, but you don't see me making beetle mash every night for dinner. The bears out here can hear a snapfly dropping Sokka from across the stair. You don't want to get eaten, you need to walk softly.
I'll remind you of that next time you start playing your flute at camp.
That is different. Bear's natural prey doesn't tend to play flutes.
They might show up to get you to stop.
I've had this flute for years, and I have yet to be killed by a bear.
On second thought, maybe that's what's keeping them away.
Fun times. Fun times. Alright, what you got, Kai?
You know, I've heard dueling is popular in the Valiant Republics.
You don't
You
say.
wouldn't think a public argument could feel as brutal, but I'll be damned if Giatta didn't draw blood.
I'm surprised no one else backed her up.
I wish I could say the same. Living landers can be contrarian and combative. That's what sends a lot of us here in the first place. But it's still hard to swim against the tide with your own people. Especially when it means getting them to face a hard truth.
remember that attitude well from my academy days.
You seem to have turned out okay. You and Giatta, come to think of it. She knows who she is and what she believes. She's got more clarity and conviction than I had at her age.
She has more clarity than you have now.
Hey, I am a willing victim of my own delusions.
Sometimes you have to cut ties. Home that compromises you is turning to.
Can we just talk about something else?
Hey, don't worry. We're talking about Giatta's situation.
Right. Wait, what did you think I was talking about?
Anyway, this can't be an easy time for Giatta, but I'm glad to have her on our side.
Agree. Let's get some west. And Elmer Bud here.
Envoy? Well, that was interesting, right? The woman arguing about the crops failing? Standing up for what you believe against authority. I can respect that. Of course, my method would have been run away under the cover of night, never to return, but yeah, this works for her.
This is what we call oversharing. She's right. They're trying to ignore an obvious threat.
I don't know. In my experience, it's always the snake you don't see that bites you. Anyway, there's clearly more going on here than a bunch of animancers sitting in dusty labs doing whatever they do all day. Beyond that, nah, I can't help you. Call me when you're back to facing real danger.
We just hunted a bunch of Zords. That's enough now. Get some rest.
Thanks for talking.
Here. Oh, for Christ.
The Adra stirs, a crackle of light in a withered field.
We gotta make these dreams a habit.
We had not considered this.
Still getting used to having someone else in my head, I suppose.
Mundane, a lifetime lived in silence. We forget this. We wilt, we gnaw with hunger now. What has come of this place?
The situation in Fior is dire. Someone needs to help them.
A hand of generosity, or a gauntlet of steel. We feel them. They bend and hone the essence of the earth. They draw from our veins like a well. What are these rituals?
Finally, a metaphysical topic I can teach you about.
Eons have passed. We do not recognize these strange machines. The harvest grows, the dead rise. What do they hope to achieve?
You want to learn the secrets of life and death.
Lift the shroud from the wheel. They build walls in their hearts. Why do they not share what they make?
Many people don't trust animancers.
The hound cannot recognize itself. It growls at its own reflection. Should we fear it too?
Anything that can improve people's lives is worth the risk. Let's go with no knowledge is good or evil. What matters is how we use it.
Fire that burns the forest feeds the soil with its ash. We have learned much. Dream of soaring wings in your repose.
Soaring wings, eh? Alright. Oh, there. Cool.
One moment.
Ready for more.
Yeah. Dead body here. So sorry. Okay. Pretty sure it's supposed to be a part of the totem. There's cool. I remember when the first we ever heard of parkour was Assassin's Creed. Well, to be fair, it probably wasn't the first I ever heard of it, but there's big mention of it, I imagine. Here. No. Oh. Ah, escape. Dream Thrall with right? No, he's dead. But, you know, I killed him. Key to the house, perhaps? Feeling politics, wilderness, feel nervous, it's time before we broke up. Much in bed. Wow, that's dark. Huh. Alright then. Beijing dominance. Imperial efficiency and attack damage increases in 2 minutes. Cool. Not really my style, but cool.
One moment.
Sword.
Right
See
behind you.
you. Stab this guy. That. God damn it.
Let's see what you got. Bring it down. Right flank.
Ah, excuse me.
Look right. See.
He's super dead. Alright. What we got? Damp Hollow, sibling, full range, previously subject to case of range. So, probably gonna be old corpse. Skeleton. Yeah. Yeah. Bear claw. Oh. Mushroom claws. Ugh. I need to stop activating that key. Oh, I still with the info. Gotta be circle that. Ah, on the other hand, this looks like the perfect place for that tower. This was mentioned in the other segment of Totem. Let's see what we got here. 5 speaking. Ranger headquarters.
That tower's for Fior's Rangers. It's where they stand around and argue about the best route to
Listen,
Shatterscore.
we'll get to the bottom of this. Not sure how, but we'll get. I agree that this is important, Masoni. But if we don't focus on hunting, people will starve.
How is a potential murderer in our ranks not your top priority? You don't think it's real, is that it? You think I'm jumping at shadows?
Excuse me, Ranger. May I have a word?
One moment, please, Envoy. We were just finishing.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm not saying it's impossible, Masoni. Only that more immediate dangers require our attention. We'll talk about it later.
Meanwhile, someone's tearing us apart from the inside.
Seems like there's no shortage of crises in Emerald Stair.
The roots, the sinkholes, the plague, the famine, and now this.
Sinkhole, right?
It feels like we're besieged on every side. We've suspected a killer among our ranks for several days, but there hasn't been time to investigate.
Seems like a killer among the Rangers would go right to the top of the list, but what do I know?
I told you I'll do it.
And lose my best hunter to whatever might have taken Monato and Ivèrno? Absolutely not. I cannot risk you, Masoni. We've had to redouble our hunting to feed Fior, and the bandits and Zarips are running us ragged. Every ranger we lose brings us closer to starvation.
There's really a killer. They're likely taking advantage of the chaos here.
Several of my people are beginning to think that as well, particularly Masoni here. But if that's true, to what end?
My gut's never wrong, Envoy.
I used to think that. Then I ate a bad batch of twig rat stew and had to re-examine everything I thought I knew.
What is the
Two of our best, Monato and Ivèrno, have failed to report back. Neither of them would fall easily to creatures they faced 100 times before.
Monato is the most skilled tracker we have, and Ivèrno is our most accomplished archer.
I've heard of Monato. He hunted the Black Padfoot a few months back. That thing was impossible to track, but he did it.
You really think one of them would betray them?
The only threat they wouldn't be prepared for would come from someone they trust.
As if that weren't enough, my rangers spotted a stranger near town this morning. They kept to the shadows, wearing some kind of mask.
Tell him about Durso and Casagrada.
All right, two of my rangers have been acting strangely since the others disappeared. Rangers Dorso and Casagrada.
That's a powerful accusation to make. I know you Rangers are a tight bunch.
Would they really turn on their own brethren?
Both are good people, but they're connected with my missing men. And they haven't been particularly forthcoming.
We'll speak.
I've moved Dorso and Casagrada to posts just outside Fior. I haven't explained why, but Dorso's probably figured it out. Speak with them, and follow any leads they might turn up. I'm still not convinced either of them is a murderer, but...
It's better to be sure.
Thank you for trusting me with this.
You're not the ally we expected to find, but I appreciate it all the same.
Watch yourself in the wilds, Envoy. And Godspeed.
I can't think of much worse than turning on your squad, except having to suspect your own people. We should help them.
Agreed.
Well, if you both are agree, it must be important.
Get the beacon dry. Fresh wood and tinder. We may need it.
I'm not climbing up there. The tower's barely standing.
That tower is a clear view of the mountains, the city, and the sea. You're defending your life.
Well, it's kind of tiring too. Capella, supplies. Oh. Daisy. Bar. Parkour. Parkour.
One moment.
It's weird that it doesn't mark like individual lootables. Or ladder. Weirdly, this is making me want to play like Mirror's Edge and Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Well, that's a friend. I shouldn't curse it. Things haven't been good for franchises being released. Idol of Violent Rebellion. Cool. Oh, and jump. Open Sesame, give me the loot. Awakenata, vending, killing. Dagger, fine dagger. Ooh, okay. Really? I'm a little disappointed about that. What's the safe? Oh, I guess that is. Relatively safe, I should say. Oh. Oh, I need the door. Can I get the door? Hold on. I'm big and curious. Bar. Clearly no way to get the door. I might actually be a little disappointed. Here we go. Bar. Whoops. Open. Yeah. Sentry drone. But it sounded cool. Anything else around here? Doesn't look like it. You guys need to fix your doors. What? All of that. Found one idiot's backpack. Plus the knob. Kid, I'm so scrap wood behind the tower. Not swipe. Oh, okay. Scrap wood behind the tower. Wonder if it has anything good in it. Alright. Yeah. So we're heading back to Ivèrno, north.
Right behind you. Signing up. Well done.
And so. Alright, so Ivèrno, one of these spots, but a one-off tower. Question is, where exactly is the damn in the damn tower? Huh. Well, I would think a hole there, but then again, didn't I just come out here? Was it not thorough enough to inspect this place? Apparently I wasn't. I did miss this. Freaking backpack.
One moment.
Anything? Nothing. Good spider. Wish it was like, what's the map say? Grand Apollo sibling waits for while its previous owner decays with age. Grand Apollo, previous owner, decay. Oh, I wonder if these kindly Jork know it. Yeah, that's about right.
Avowed be on seek.
On your right.
Avowed be on seek. Avowed be on seek.
Another glorious battle.
Be on seek.
Really? That's irritating. The fuck is that little? It's a little shot. Weird visual effects. Yeah. Perfect. That. Huh. I wonder if this is where we're going to find the... That feels like a good spot.
One moment.
Yeah, this feels like the spot. Burn back the tree. Nope. Okay, I think that's supposed to be a bird, but for some reason it always sounds like a cat. Cool, cool. Alright, what do we got? Some chest. This is me. Two-handed melee. Neat. Very boring. Break that. Yeah. That's it, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna just go with this one too. Useful. All the stuff I got here. These are my playstyle I picked up. I've chosen to embody. Alright, so no join the totem part though. It's important. At least it's for that now. I don't even know if the totem would show up on this little scan thing. That. Alright, with that, I think I'm going to call it in this stream a little earlier than I usually like. Well, usually I like to run these streams for at least 3 hours. It's only 2.5 hours so far, but we had that little hiccup at the beginning. So, whoops. But, it is what it is. Why is this not working? Christ. Speak, damn you. Activate. I'm wiggling my fingers. Out. Of course. Alright, Scheiße. On desktop mode. Alright. Let's go. Ah, good. That's over. Yeah. Cool. Alright, so as I was saying, ending stream here. Got stuff to do. Think about dinner. Let me get us over to the desk. Oh, that's why it's acting so weird. My frickin'. Right. Pull this up. Desk. Right. Right, so, Avowed. We're in the Emerald Stair. We've got to Fior, Ivèrno? Fucking accented E. And we're looking into the horrible stuff that we've recruited an animancer. We're in the process of recruiting. Fortunately, they're really into peer review here, which, is great, but we'll get that set up for next time. I want to say I will stream tomorrow, keep streaming tomorrow, because I'm kind of, for all that people don't like, the general consensus about isn't that great and it's not doing well. I am liking the game. I think I feel like I like it better than Skyrim. At the moment, I feel like I'm probably going to finish it. I never finished Skyrim's main quest in the various... I freaking bought Skyrim like fucking 5 times or something at this point. It's quite annoying. But anyway, that's fun to do all the time. Anyway, thanks for everyone that's been watching, either through the live stream or through the YouTube upload. I've been Canedip, and I've been playing Avowed, getting through it. And see you guys again, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. It's night.